Hey guys, today we are working on healing the mother wound. So as we work through today's practice, I also have done a tapping video for healing things with our mothers. If you want to go back and look for that, you can do that after this practice here today. But as we work through this, I know we all have different experiences. Perhaps some of us had a really wonderful mother. If you did, then this is probably not for you. But if you had a mother that was cold or abusive or neglectful or just didn't care for you properly, she kind of left you to your own, or was perhaps severely abusive or had some type of substance abuse problem, just know that you're not alone. People don't talk about these things. They don't tell other people the bad stuff usually that happened in their life. And they usually don't do that because at some level we have shame about it, or perhaps we blame ourselves in some way. But just know that just because you don't hear people talk about this all the time doesn't mean that you are the only one that this has happened to. I find a lot that people will come to my office, they'll say, I feel really alone in this, when I would have maybe just had somebody, right before them that had the exact same issue. And so oftentimes we really do feel alone, but we really aren't. The person sitting next to you might be suffering in the exact same way that you are, but we just don't communicate, so we just don't know these things about other people. So as we work through this practice here today, just know that this may be very emotional. We're going to work on things like anger and resentment and forgiveness towards our mothers, and just work through the stuff that perhaps we believe about ourselves, like that we're not worthy or not good enough, or that we deserved that ill treatment or whatever it happened to be. We're going to work through all of that stuff so that you can really free yourself. So if you guys are ready for today's practice, let's get started. So in today's session here, we are working on the mother wound. As we work through this mother wound, just keep in mind, I'm going to keep this quite broad because we all have a different story. We all have a different situation with our mothers. So we are really just working on healing the wound that was left there because of imperfect love, however that imperfect love happened to look for you in your life. So okay, nice and comfortable to start here. You can lay down, you can sit up, whatever feels right for you today. And just begin by closing your eyes, and we're just going to focus on our breathing. So every time that you breathe in, I want you to think about breathing in good, clean, fresh air. Every time you breathe out, think about releasing old, stagnant energy, old stagnant air from inside of your body. So fresh coming in and releasing stagnant energy on the way out. Perfect. So as you keep breathing in here, that nice, beautiful, fresh air, I'm just going to relax our body. So relaxing all of the muscles of your face, in particular your jaw and your ears and eyes. Excellent. And relaxing through your torso, so all the way through your abdomen, your chest. We're even going to relax really deeply here, our shoulders, arms, and hands. So you could imagine that those parts of your body are heavy, maybe they're light, whatever feels right to you, but really draining away any tension or tightness, just relaxing, letting those muscles be lazy, loose, relaxed, comfortable. Relaxing down through your hips and your legs all the way into your feet. Perfect. And as you relax all of those muscles, focusing on that breathing again. So I want you to imagine every breath sweeps all the way down to your feet. And every breath that you exhale releases anything that no longer serves you and just brings you down calmer and calmer. And so you'll notice with every exhale that your body just becomes looser and more relaxed, that your body really does become calmer and calmer and calmer with every breath that you take. Now we're going to create a very beautiful scene. So I want you to imagine yourself standing beside the ocean or some beautiful body of beautiful water there. And I want you to imagine that the sun is shining just right. So it is creating sparkles and diamonds there out on the water. It just looks so shimmery and so beautiful. And so you can find a place there in the sand or on the rocks, whatever type of beach you happen to be on, that you can find a place there where you can sit down and that you can just watch this beautiful scene there in front of you. And so as you get nice and comfortable there on that place on the beach, I want you to notice that the weather is, of course, perfect. It's been beautiful out. It feels so nice to just be there in that place. Perhaps there's sea birds that are flying up and overhead, or perhaps there's other animals or sea life that you see out there in the water. It's a very, very beautiful, serene place. So as you keep yourself there on that beach, I'm just going to count from 10 to 1, and you're going to let that beautiful, calm feeling that's already there in your body just increase and grow with every number that goes by. So 10, just relaxing, letting go. Let yourself go down deeper, relaxed right now. And 9, farther and farther down. You're doing wonderful. 8, calmer and calmer, more and more beautifully relaxed. 7, sinking down even deeper into that beautiful calm, sinking into that scene. What a beautiful place that is, taking it all in. Perhaps you can even notice scents that happen to be there floating through the air, or perhaps you can notice the feeling of the sun on your skin. Just really absorb yourself into that scene. And 5, relaxing deeper and deeper down now. And 4, really letting go. 3, farther and farther down. You're doing perfect. Just bringing this calm into your body. 2, relax, let go. And 1, down even farther now. Excellent. So I want you to imagine here that you have perhaps resentment against your mother for not loving you perfect, for not treating you how you should have been and how you deserve to be treated. And I want you to imagine that resentment there inside of your body and what it is physically doing to you. So I want you to let this play out. I want you to just notice physically what that resentment feels like and what it is physically doing to your body. Just becoming aware of that now. Okay, and now I want you to become aware of what that feeling of feeling unloved is doing to your body. So I want you to feel that feeling, if that's there, feeling unloved by your mother. And I want you to feel where you feel that and notice what it is doing to you, not only physically, but what it is doing emotionally to you and to the relationships, the other relationships that you have in your life. Become aware of that now. Now, I also want you to notice what it is like holding on to that and how it really limits you in your life from being able to really have that beautiful, perfect love inside of you. Just notice what that is like. Notice the limits that you place on yourself because of it. Okay, now if there is forgiveness of your mother that is needed, you can go and do the forgiveness of others video. But what we are going to be working on here today is just healing this wound that is here. So I want you to imagine what that wound would look like if it was a physical wound, how bad that wound would look if it was actually a physical wound on your body. Just imagine what that would look like. Okay, and so as you imagine that wound, it might be pretty extreme. Okay, so what we are going to do is you are going to go in and you are going to help you who has been wounded there. So whatever wound came up there in your mind, whatever you saw it as, you are going to go and give yourself some healing. So if there was an actual wound where perhaps blood was exposed or something along those lines, you're going to go, you're going to stitch it up. Trust me, you're good at this. You'll be able to do it. You're just going to repair it. So what you're going to do is any wounds physically that this is being represented by, that came to your mind when we did this here, you're going to go, you're going to place your hands on yourself there that is wounded. Now, as you place your hands there, through the back of your hands, you're going to notice this beautiful divine white light that comes out of the heavens and shines all the way down on the back of your hands, works through the palms of your hands, and begins to physically create the healing inside of yourself that you are working with there. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes here to help repair any of these wounds. So this is just what is represented. So this is showing you how bad this wound really is for you. So you're going to go, you're going to use that divine light, use your hands and repair those wounds so that you can see yourself physically restored there. So do that right now. Okay, and so as you are repairing yourself there, and hopefully you are already completely repaired. If not, you can pause this and take a bit more time, however much time you need. to finish those repairs. But as you do that, we are just going to open up your heart here, and we are going to pour in some divine feminine love. So this is the love that you deserved to have. It is perfect feminine love. So this is nurturing, caring, gentle kindness. Think of the sweetest woman that you know, and just imagine that that love is like that, but 100% perfect. So even more pure than what you could even potentially imagine here. So I want you to just imagine that perfect, pure, beautiful, divine, feminine love. You're going to breathe, and you're going to let that beautiful feeling flow into your body. So starting through the top of your head or in the muscles of your face there, just let that beautiful, divine, feminine flow into your body. Direct it towards your chest and heart, healing anything inside there that needs this love. Love heals everything. Let it fill your whole entire body, all the way down to your feet, all the way to your fingertips. So just let that beautiful, caring, like the most kind, gentle, loving, feminine, perfect, pure energy of love. Let that in, let it flow to all those parts of you. Perfect. And so for a minute here, I want you to imagine, you're just going to pretend that you have already let go of any anger, resentment, any negative feelings, or feelings of feeling like you're not good enough or not worthy, or that you didn't deserve to be loved properly. Just for a minute, we're going to set all of those things aside here. I want you to imagine what life would be like living in this beautiful love, believing and truly knowing that this beautiful divine love is how you are meant to be loved. So I want you to just step into a life, step into your life where this feeling of just knowing without a doubt that you are loved, that you are deserving and worthy of love. Imagine what a life like that feels like. Imagine what it looks like. Put yourself there, be there, sense it, feel it, try it on, test it out. Now I'm just going to say something to you here. And so keeping that scene there in your mind of what life is like when you're living in love here. I am good enough. I am deserving and worthy of love. I deserve and deserved to be loved properly. I deserve so much good and wonderful things in my life. every day in every way. I care for myself as I should care for myself. I care for myself as I must care for myself. I care for myself so much more deeply than any other human could ever possibly care for me. And because of this, every day in every way, I feel better and better and better. Every day in every way, I feel better and better and better. I forgive myself for what I didn't know until I learned it. I'm patient and kind with myself. I show myself deep compassion, and I show it towards other people who need that compassion because they also were not loved properly. They were not loved how they deserve to be loved. And because of this, I develop a deep understanding and a deep compassion for the suffering of other people. And I help to alleviate it by living in my truth, which is that I'm good enough, I'm deserving, I'm worthy, no matter what anyone else has ever done to me, no matter how anyone else has ever made me feel about myself. I know it was about them and it was never about me. And because of this, every day in every way, I'm able to let go a little bit more of the wounds that have hurt me, and I am able to free myself and live in the truth. And the truth is, I have always been worthy and deserving of love. I have always been good enough, no matter how I was treated, no matter how I was neglected, no matter what happened to me. I was always deserving and worthy of such a great and wonderful, perfect love. And as I can imagine my life now, living in love, leaving the past behind me and choosing this moment to believe and to know and to truly and deeply just absolutely know that I deserve a beautiful life filled with love and happiness. And the feeling that that gives me is the feeling that I focus on and that I radiate out in my life. And as I radiate this feeling, it begins to heal those wounds inside of me. It begins to fill them with pure love, and it begins to create a wonderful, beautiful, peaceful life for myself. And every day in every way, because of this, I feel better and better and better. I'm able to cope with my life so much better. I'm able to be understanding and compassionate towards others who have gone through similar situations as I have. And the best part about it is I have become so strong because of everything that I have gone through. I know that there is nothing that I cannot get through. And because of this, I am so thankful for everything that happened as it did, because I know I am who I am today because of it. And I am wonderful. And I today am good enough. And I today am deserving and worthy of a perfect, pure, beautiful love. And every day in every way, I really do feel better and better. And so as I count back from 5 to 1, you can start to bring your awareness all the way back into your body, all the way back into the room. And so as you start to bring your awareness back, I want you to envision yourself healthy, healed, whole. I want you to imagine and see that mother wound of being repaired, and that the truth has now been instilled. And the truth is that you've always been good enough, that you never deserved any ill treatment that you received, that was their problem, not your problem. And the only problem that there was a feeling of feeling unloved. They felt unloved and they passed it on to you. And you now no longer receive it, because you now know that you are deserving and worthy of love. And as you allow more and more love inside of your body and inside of your life, you just feel better. And because of this, every day in every way, you tell yourself, I know I'm good enough. And you just feel better and better and better. And so 5, starting to bring that awareness physically back inside of your body. And 4, just bringing back a good, calm feeling. 3, coming back, wiggle those fingers and toes, wake that body back up. 2, stretch out, bringing yourself all the way back. And 1, eyes open and back in the room. So thank you guys for doing today's practice. Perhaps you'll need to do it several times. Perhaps you won't. Maybe you already feel 100%. But just know that we as a community are all going through this together, so you are not alone. I am here for you. And as I said earlier, if there is, let's say, hard feelings towards your mother that you still need to work through, please go and visit the Forgiveness of Others video in combination with this. Will be very helpful. So love to you all, and I will see you guys at the next practice.